Zack Snyder's Knightmare Batman is a version of Batman that appears in the DC Extended Universe, mainly in Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice and Zack Snyder's Justice League. This iteration of Batman exists in a post-apocalyptic future, but unfortunately we never get to see where this story goes. It had so much potential, and for a lot of people was one of the redeeming ideas in Zack Snyder's world. I personally thought it was a really interesting idea that had tons of options for exploration, plus it was something unique and different. So in today's video I want to explore some of the options for the story of Knightmare Batman, some ideas on where this story could have gone. Let's get into it.
What are you? I'm Batman. I'm Batman. Fear. I'm vengeance.
In this alternate reality, Batman has adopted a more ruthless and desperate persona, known as Knightmare Batman. He is haunted by the death of some of his former allies. In this world, Superman has also been corrupted and turned to the side of evil after being driven mad by the death of Lois Lane, very similar to the Injustice comic books and video game storyline. So this Batman operates in a world where all hope seems lost, and he leads a resistance force, trying to protect what's left of humanity. In Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice, audiences get a glimpse of Knightmare Batman in a mysterious dream sequence experienced by Bruce Wayne. It shows Batman leading a group of rebels, including the Flash and Cyborg, against an overwhelming onslaught of parademons, Darkseid's minions. During this vision, the Flash travels back in time to warn Bruce about the impending danger and the need to prevent Lois Lane's death, as it's crucial to ensuring a brighter future. The concept of Knightmare Batman was intended to set up a potential future storyline in the DCEU, where Batman and other heroes must unite to prevent Darkseid's conquest. Zack Snyder's original plans for the DCEU included an ambitious and epic storyline called Justice League 2 and Justice League 3, which would have explored the dark future in more detail. In Zack Snyder's Justice League, released in 2021, more scenes featuring Knightmare Batman were included, offering further insights into this grim timeline. We see Batman teaming up with not only some of his regular allies, but also the Joker. Of course now, due to the change in the studio's direction and the critical reception of many of the DCE films, these plans were ultimately abandoned, and the Knightmare Batman storyline remains unfinished. Fans have expressed great interest in seeing more of this alternate reality and the potential epic battle against either Superman or Darkseid. And while the exact direction is purely speculative, here are some potential theories on where the story might have gone. The formation of the Resistance. In the Knightmare timeline, Batman is seen leading a group of rebels, including the Flash and Cyborg, against Darkseid's forces. This story could have delved deeper into how the Resistance was formed, the challenges they faced, the sacrifices they made to keep hope alive in a world on the brink of destruction, and each member of the Resistance could have played a pivotal role in trying to turn the tide against Darkseid. Not only that, but having to deal with the betrayal of Superman, and having to come to terms with having to fight not only a friend, but the most powerful being to ever live on the planet. A quest for redemption. The Knightmare Batman's desperation and ruthlessness might have been fueled by his guilt over his past mistakes, including his role in Superman's fall to Darkseid's control. The story could have explored Batman's journey towards redemption, as he seeks to undo the wrongs of the past and find a way to prevent the future he witnessed in the Knightmare Vision. Alliance with other surviving heroes. The Knightmare Vision hinted at the existence of other surviving heroes, such as Mera or Deathstroke, who were fighting alongside Batman in the Resistance. The story could have shown how these heroes come together and forge their own alliances to combat the overwhelming forces of Darkseid. It of course also would have been extremely interesting to see how Batman and Joker teamed up and worked together to fight a common enemy. I can see so many great moments from that dynamic alone. The role of the AntiLife Equation. In the Knightmare Vision, Batman mentions the AntiLife Equation, a powerful concept from the comics that grants its possessor control over all life in the universe. The story might have explored Darkseid's relentless pursuit of this equation and the consequences it could bring to the entire universe. Time travel and multiverse exploration. The Flash's cameo in the Knightmare Vision hinted at the possibility of time travel and alternate realities. This was then of course further explored in the recent Flash movie. The story could have delved into the Flash's attempts to alter the past and prevent the Knightmare future from becoming a reality, leading to a multiverse exploration with potential crossovers from other DC characters and realities. Again, still hoping for that Ben Affleck and Christian Bale team-up. A final battle against Superman and Darkseid. Ultimately, the Knightmare storyline may have finished in a climactic battle against Darkseid and his forces, including Superman. The heroes would have had to unite and fight with all their might to protect Earth and the entire universe from their impending doom. Now, of course, we already did get a glimpse of the Justice League vs Superman in the Justice League movie, but let's be honest, a real evil, dark-side-controlled Superman is something else. That would have been quite something to behold. And again, the storytelling possibilities and the options you have with heroes teaming up with villains to take down such powerful enemies, it would have been amazing. Now, of course, it's important to note that these are all speculative theories, as the Knightmare storyline remains unexplored beyond the glimpses we saw in the films. While there were talks of further Justice League movies by Zack Snyder, the studio's decision to change directions for the DCEU altered the future of these stories. Nonetheless, the Knightmare Batman arc remains a fascinating and cherished aspect of Zack Snyder's vision for the DC universe, and fans continue to imagine what might have been. Personally, I do think it was one of the cooler versions of Batman we've seen in live action. Say what you will about seeing him use an assault rifle and kill, it's a very different universe and a very different Batman. I personally love the idea of seeing it explored, and it's actually something that I even considered making a fan film about. Could be a fun thing to explore in a little YouTube production. What do you guys think about these ideas? Would you like to have seen any of these stories brought to life on the big screen? Or are you happier with the decision to essentially start everything again with James Gunn's universe? Maybe we'll get a Knightmare Batman in this universe too. Who knows? Anyway, be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you have any cooler ideas on where this could have gone? Let's discuss. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe and return to the Batcave for more Bat content.